Today we are going to learn why people create governments and laws. We have governments to help keep people safe and help people work together. So, a law is a rule that helps you stay safe and to help people get along. So in school, you might have a rule to raise your hand if you have a question. At home, you might have a rule to clean up after you are finished playing. It is a law to stop at a stop sign. This law helps keep people safe. When you see a stop sign, you know that you need to stop if you are driving. When you're walking, there are special lights that tell you not to cross the street if you see a red hand on the walk light by the crosswalk. This is also there to make sure that people stay safe. It is also a law not to take something without paying. This is to keep things fair and to make sure that people are able to work together. When you buy something at the store, you pay what money? By giving people money for the things that you buy, it keeps things fair, because then they could use that money for something that they also need. Maybe you need to buy some food, or maybe you want to buy a toy. Either way, you pay the store money for what you need, and then the people who work at the store get paid money for the jobs that they do. The police help make sure people follow laws to make sure that things are fair and that people stay safe. The police enforce laws. They make sure that people follow the laws. And if someone does not follow the law and makes things unfair or unsafe, the police might give you a ticket, or if it is something very serious where somebody gets hurt or somebody does something really bad, they might take that person to jail. Sometimes people are unsure if a law was broken, or to figure out how to make sure that something is fair. we have courts where a judge will listen to both people's stories and decide what is fair and if a law was broken. It is also a law for people to pay taxes. Taxes is money that everybody pays to make sure that we can have police officers and firefighters to make sure that we could stay safe. Taxes also pay for public schools so that people have a place to learn, so that children have a place to learn. They also pay for libraries where people can get books so that they can read things that they want to read about or learn about. And these things can be used by everyone. Parks are also things that the government pays for from the taxes that we pay. Public parks might have trees and plants for us to enjoy. And everybody could go there because it is a public park. That means public means that anyone could go there, like a public park or a public school. Public parks might also have swings. The government takes care of the fire department, the police department, libraries, and the U.S. post office system. So when you mail a letter or a card to someone and put it in one of those blue mailboxes on the street by the sidewalk, and you put a stamp on it, it is somebody who works for the government that mails you a card or letter. The government also takes care of the roads we drive on and make sure that the streets are safe to drive on. They also make sure that the bridges that we cross are safe to use. They pay for people to build new bridges when old bridges become too old and are not safe to cross anymore. So remember, the reason why people create governments is to make sure that people remain safe and that people work well together. The government makes sure that we have police officers, fire departments, the post office, parks, and different things that people need to make sure that they stay safe and work well together. I hope you had fun. See you next time. Peace.